We had an exciting season with a lot of amazing plays. Today we will look at the top 10 best plays of the Season 1 tournament before Heaven. So let's dive right into it. At number 10 we have the first match, Plantroid against Evo. With only one soul left and two strong attacker from Evo at his doorstep, Plantroid need to prevent them from staying and getting to his base tiles. While his range unit can take on one of the attacker, he has no other units to take out the other attacker. However, he has gathered enough might to be able to ascend his Emperor. With the ultimate ability of his ascended Emperor, he can redistribute damage counters from the enemy units, and when on destruction cycle, the enhanced ultimate can then destroy units with 6 or more damage counters. Plantroid therefore could get rid of both threat, gaining a small advantage. Unfortunately, it still ended with his loss, therefore this play is only my number 10. Number 9 spot goes to Ellie and her dangerous token swarm against Evo in the semi-final match, with utilizing only one token. She first goes to the destruction cycle by spending 2 might, which enhances the ability of Pudir Mushroom. By destroying her token, she can recruit 2 more tokens, which also gains her back to the 2 might. She then sacrifices both tokens for Hoodiers in hand, allowing her to draw a card. As she did not normally recruit a unit yet, she can still rank up her Hasty Hoodier to a stronger rank 2 unit, which has haste due to the ability of Hasty Hoodier. With the Lilia and Vivia combo, she continued to produce tokens, leading to her overrunning her opponent and winning the game. Number 8 features das FMI against Alice in the semi-final match. In the last game, Alice was close to winning the game and the match with a might points victory. So Fi was forced to break through his defense to get the opponent's soul before his opponent could get more turns, gaining might points. The base tile Fi was aiming at was however blocked by a field mine. The field mine in question was Freezing Trap, which put the target in idle, preventing it to move and more importantly, attack. Anticipating it, he needs to find a way circumventing it. Therefore, he first uses Lilia to recruit a token on top of the field mine, therefore triggering it. Now that the token is idle and blocking the tile, he uses the ability of Zing Spider Demon to consume the token, freeing the base tile for Lilia to step onto it and get a direct hit to the soul, eventually leading him to winning the game. At number 7 we have Evo facing off a massive army from Ellie. When normally facing that big of an army with no equally large defense, it would be a sure loss. He however has prepared 2 trump cards especially for this matchup and situation against Wood: Godly Balance and Elemental Destruction. With Elemental Destruction, the typical downside would be that your unit will be caught in the destruction, whereas Godly Balance would be relatively weak if the difference in cards on the field would be small. So while Ellie sets up her army of tokens and strong rank 2 units, Evo was forced to mainly play defensively, slowly building up to his 5 different gate elements that are required to activate those cards, and keeping his unit count low as well as weakening the units of Ellie so that they are in the kill range of elemental destruction. He also had to make sure that his might count must be at least 2 for a potential Psyche switch. After getting his final gate element to complete the 5 element requirement, he first activates Godly Balance, forcing Ellie to remove units until she only has 2 left, matching the amount of cards he has left on the field. Of course, it was only reasonable for Ellie to decide to leave her 2 frontline units alive that were at Evo's base, as she would take the win in her turn if they were staying there. Evo anticipated it and turned the cycle to destruction, so the Elemental Destruction had enough power to finish off the other 2 units without his unit getting caught up in it, therefore managing to cleanly wipe the field and later winning the game and match. For our number 6, we have a dominating play from Alice against Chaos. While Chaos set up the perfect combination to make his units nearly invincible to the weaker attacks of Alice's units through the ability of Shining Aura Augment, Alice circumvented this by using first Bai Wu to negate the ability of the Link unit, so that Chaos unit Xion is invulnerable again. After playing another Aura Augment, Alice uses a mine and pushes the unit into the mine, triggering and destroying it, where the linked aura augment gets an attack range of the Alice unit. It now can destroy and nearing the now defenseless space. With this, Alice manages to eventually take a clean victory against Chaos. At our number 5 we have Evo, turning the game against Plantroid. Evo was down to only one soul and had to deal with 2 attackers at once that could end the game in Plantroid's favor. So he first revives She-Ra to block the path of one of the attacker, although Beast of the Blue Flames has a speed of 2 due to the placement of the blockade and She-Ra, all paths to the base were blocked. He then moved his lantern away to make place for his other She-Ra to take down the other attacker on his base tile. After defending his last soul, he later protects his lantern so that it can be ranked up to Fulong, which could move over the units of his opponent. And as it cannot be moved by a guard, it guaranteed him the direct hit to the soul. With his Ascended Emperor in the blockade gate to the below, he could continue to send units to the front to eventually take the final soul of Plantroid, therefore turning the tables and winning the game. For our number 4, we have Fai taking the win of his semi-final match with this play. With his opponent Alice being only 2 mic away from victory, Fai needed to step up and take out the last remaining 2 souls to win the game. First, knowing from the existing card pool that the minecart would not have enough damage to take out the Spider Demon, and therefore was safe to be stepped on to stay on the enemy base. Worst case, his Spider Demon get to idle. Best case, like in this one, his Spider Demon survives and could take out one soul with a direct attack. To avoid Alice the possibility to take more might through battle and winning the game, he moves away his vulnerable units away out of the attack ranges. With his Spider Demon being on the far side of the field, it also limited the directions Alice could attack and destroy the Spider Demon. Therefore, he uses Pagoda of Li Jing to shut off the currently only threat Bai Wu, the water sorceress, from attacking and destroying his Spider Demon. As Alice has already used up a lot of his resources and had only 1 card left in the hand, he could not gain the last 2 might and was also not able to kill the Spider Demon. Therefore, Fai could secure his victory in this game. We are now entering the top 3 place, starting with the same semi-final match where Alice skillfully take out the attacker of Fai at his base. He uses the guard ability of Water Spirit to push Roseside back from the base. Additionally, with the ability of Water Spirit, it pushes Roseside further to have it collide with Alice's own unit, dealing collision damage to Roseside. As his Emperor has enough might, it prevents it to get harmed by collision. Alice then proceeds to rank up his Sturgeon to Bai Wu and activates Raging Freezing Wind on his minecart to further dealing out damage, weakening the enemy. With Roseside still surviving and taking her position in consideration, he plays Strong Water Current to push Roseside against Fai's own blockade, having them collide and destroying each other. With this one turn, Alice not only could defuse the threat at his base, but turned the tide around, threatening to take 2 souls at once next turn, which at the end led to his victory in game 2. Speaking of 2, at our 2nd place we have Fai taking on Evo in the finals, where Fai was backed up in the corner with only 1 soul left and 3 attackers from Evo ready to enter the base to take his last soul. Taking the position of the attackers into consideration, he could prevent his loss by activating Great Pedal Storm by sacrificing his own unit to weaken the enemy, which was enough for him to take out the threat with his other units. However, in his turn, Evo could activate Godly Balance, ascend his Emperor as well as bringing out a strong unit, greatly reducing the units on Fai's side and once again threatening to take the remaining soul. This time, however, instead of purely defending, Fai has other plans. First, he recruits another token with the help of Lilia and then rank up her to his Spider Demon. Fai noticed the free lane on the side. With Flower of Vitality, he heals his other Lilia so that she can activate her ability to get another token, close to Evo's base. He then changes the cycle to Destruction by using the 2 might points and activates Overgrowing Power Charge by sacrificing the Lilia he now has no longer use for. With the amplified ability of Overgrowing Power Charge due to the Destruction cycle, the newly recruited token gained haste, and therefore could walk into the base and take out the soul. With the ability of his Spider Demon, he then sacrifices the other token to get an attack boost, so that his Spider Demon as well as Roseside could double team attacking the enemy Emperor, which not only takes her out, but also destroys Evo's last soul, winning Fai the game, while preventing his potential loss twice. The best play in Season 1 for me, and therefore the number 1 spot, is again a play in the finals from Fai against Evo, which was an amazing final match by the way. Feel free to check out the full match on this channel. This time, both contestants had only 1 soul left, while Fai is down to his last card in his deck, and is therefore on a timer, before otherwise losing to a deck out. However, in the position he currently is in, he cannot reach to the base of Evo fast enough in the limited rounds he had to get the last soul. Furthermore, he also had to be quicker than Evo before he in turn gets his last soul. Therefore, being only 4 might points away from a might victory, this is his only option, and he has to get these points this turn. So first, he recruits Hundun and activates Great Petal Storm to sacrifice the token, therefore taking out Evo's unit and gaining his first might. With the ability of Spider Demon, he sacrifices the newly recruited Hundun, which triggers its death ability to recruit another token, triggering the might gain ability of his Emperor to gain another 2 might. All that left is for his Spider Demon to kill Evo's Aoi to get the last might. With the boosted attack of Spider Demon through the sacrifice, it should be enough. However, if he would attack now, he would not gain his last might point, as Evo still had another Aoi in his below, which would reduce the incoming damage, therefore allowing his unit to survive the otherwise fatal attack. But Fai did not fall for that trap, and by checking the below beforehand, making him use the Spider Demon's ability again to sacrifice the last unit he has on board that he gained through Hundun, therefore boosting the attack of Spider Demon enough for him to be able to destroy Aoi and collecting the last needed might to win. So these were my list for the best plays for Season 1. Do you agree? Please let me know in the comments section down below, and feel free to make your own list. Hope to see you at my next videos covering the matches of Season 2. See you, bye!